I
Okay.
don't remember what I was gonna ask you. God damn it!
Oh,
ADHD brain.
it's so real though.
Uh,
Um,
so we got through, what was it, like 18 or something for book club?
um, yes, yes. Hold on. We got through. It's pinned right. Yeah. Oh, not that. Oh wait.
Thank you, Lurdy. Lurdy?
Lurdy. Thank you, Lurdy. Yeah, we went.
Oh
We
my
read
god, I'm
through.
already over today. Thank you, Rudy, for lurking.
We read through
Mm.
chapter 18. So we didn't
I
even
we didn't even get
to like
to
the interesting part yet, like for
yeah.
book club. Um. Ooh, Chief Gardner has used. Ah, the biddies.
Ooh,
Thank you for the
all the
biddies.
biddies. Let's
Thank
go.
you. Oh, and I got a follow. Thank you for the follow. Wow, so many things are happening. Hi, how are you? I'm great. How are you? Check your Twitter, please. And I'm not gonna check it right now, but I will check it later off stream. Um, but yeah, I tabbed a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
I mostly tabbed like things that I thought were interesting, and then I tabbed a lot of the Carden and Jude moments, just because I feel like I'm gonna want to find those later, like for the next book. Um, and I tabbed a couple of quotes that I just wanted to like keep handy. Um,
I was skeptical about the relationship at first, but now I'm like, I see why. But it always reminded me of like when you're a kid and someone older than you tells you, "Oh, they're just picking on you because they like you." I
mm-hmm.
get very much that
That
from it,
kind of
and I
vibe.
don't know if I like it.
Yeah, it's very much like I'm. I hate you because I'm
I
obsessed with you,
and I think about
kind
you
of
all the
deal.
time. As
Mm-hmm.
soon as she was like, I found a copy of Alice in Wonderland in his room. I'm like, okay, the correlation between Alice falling into this magical world and being thrown into the lifestyle all of a sudden at a very young age. It's like, oh, girls get pulled into a world they don't know at a very young age and have to figure out how to live in it.
Yes, it is very similar. And it's also weird that he picked a human book to kind of like learn about like what her thing would have been, like what her like fairy tales would have been, or
Mm-hmm.
stories that she would have grown up with, and like has a piece of paper with her name written on it like over and over and over again. Like that just seems very obsessive. Like
That
not
is,
not even the paper,
yeah.
but like the seeking out a storybook that like she
That
it's like her favorite, like her entire um that's what they read. Like that's important to their childhood. So
yeah.
it's
I
very
think one of
creepy.
it's yeah, it's definitely not like, "Oh my god, you obsessed over me. I'm falling in love." It's
No.
very much, "The fuck were you doing with this and why?"
Yes, why do you have this? Like why did you know that that was my favorite? It's yeah, it's not a cutesy vibe. However,
Mm-mm.
their angsty is kind of cutesy.
A little bit. A
It's a
little
little
bit.
cutesy.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Like I love when I tabbed it. It's like uh he says take care. It would be very dull to have to sit here for an entire day just because you went and got yourself
Yes.
killed. And she says my last thoughts would be of your
Will be with
boredom.
your boredom. I
I
love
love
it.
that.
Love it. Actually, one of my favorite lines is from Matic when he's talking to the sisters. Um, and he goes, "But I will not stand in front of your happiness. I will not even stand in front of the misery that you choose for yourself."
Mhm.
I was like, he knows. And he knows what's up.
Yeah, even though he's kind of a terrible person, he's still as good as a father
He's
figure.
trying.
Yeah, he
Yes.
is trying. Even though like he is doing things for his own personal gain, he's still a
Mm-hmm.
good like father figure for them. Like
Mm-hmm.
for sure. Yeah. I think it's really interesting that Oak is now in the human world because like
Yeah.
the whole book started like they're pushed into the fairy realm and now it ends with a fairy being pushed into the human realm. Like
Yeah. Changeling, yeah.
mhm.
I loved the little extra part that was like, hey, we're just in the middle of Target, like,
Yeah.
fucking around. I was like, that's so, like, from going from this fantasy world where everything's, like, different and you don't know better, and there's, like, Target.
Yeah, it kind of threw me. I was like, "What do you mean Target?" It's like I stand in the middle of Target. I'm like, "What do
Yeah.
you mean you're in Target?"
What do you mean you're at Target?
like
Of all things.
like you were just hanging out with like pixies and goblins and killing for a crown and now you're like in Target. Just pushing a cart,
And
eating
then,
pizza.
yeah, just, like, looking at the toys.
Yeah.
I think one of my favorite Cardan and Jude moments is when they're getting ready to do the whole get the crown thing.
Mhm.
Or is it she's talking? Oh yeah, no, they're getting ready to do it, and Cardan says, "Have I told you how hideous you look tonight?" And then he says, "I cannot,"
Cuz he can't lie.
because he can't lie.
Cuz he
I was
can't
like, "Damn,
lie. Mhm.
that man he's gonna be whipped.
Yeah.
He'll be whipped."
Yeah. I thought that was really funny. And then I liked when she starts to realize that maybe he's like not that bad.
Yes.
She's like
Yes.
against my
Man.
better judgment despite the fact that he's horrible, Cardan is also fun.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Like yeah, he kind of sucks and he's kind of like a pain in my ass, but like he's kind of fun to be
Like
around
he's
too. He's kind of
he's cool.
okay. He has a tail, but
Maybe okay. We go through like the whole book without ever like we get a description of him, but we don't ever get like the in depth. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, his tail. Oh, his
mhm.
tail. Wait, his tail.
Yeah. So there's some I think it was kind of mentioned in the beginning how like all of the gentry have like some kind of weird
Mm-hmm.
like animal thing and like even Oak has horns. So like Oak has
Yeah.
horns, Carden has a tail, um Vivi has the pointed cat ears almost and like the cat eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Maddock has the cat eyes too. So like they all kind of also have like animal qualities. I can't remember what the other ones have, but they're so.
Yeah. And then her nickname being the queen.
Queen. That
Just like,
that has to be foreshadowing.
oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, because like she's gonna have to help rule
Mhm.
to get Oak there later on.
Yeah, and what what he said like when he was sitting on the throne and like she finally went and talked to him like after like the coronation, he basically was like, "Yeah, I'm going to drink wine and make people laugh, but like it's up to you to like roll it."
Like,
So
this
like
is your job.
she essentially like is the queen even though like
Yeah.
she doesn't have like the title or the crown or anything, but like she's the mastermind and it was her plan to do this the whole time. So like yeah.
You get to do this. Have
Mm,
fun.
mhm. That's yeah, that's basically what he's saying. Like this is what you wanted, so like it's all you now.
Sit down, bitch.
Yeah, it's all you now.
Did you have the little excerpt from A Visit to the Impossible Lands?
Oh, yes, but I did not read that.
You didn't read it? Okay. The very last part of it is about Cardan, and it's so funny. It's
Ooh.
so funny.
Okay.
When you get to it at some point,
I thought
let
I
me know
thought
your reaction to it.
yeah, I thought the rest was just a sneak peek for the next book and I didn't want to read it, so I didn't look.
There's like the epilogue.
Yeah, I read that.
There's that, and then the
there's like a
next part is
prologue.
actually about. That's what I meant, not epilogue, prologue.
Yeah.
Just English things. But there's like a little excerpt that goes on with the Court of Termites,
Okay.
and it's related to what happens in the Cruel Prince. So it's not like a spoiler or anything.
Okay, I'll have to read it. I just assumed that it was like about the next book, so I just didn't. Yeah, I'll read it and I'll let you know what I think. But I'm excited to read the next one. It looks like it's possible
Yes.
that we're going to be reading The Wicked King for book club anyways.
Yes, I saw that.
Yeah, it's currently winning, so that's probably what we're gonna. So we could probably start Heavenbreaker if you wanted.
Probably. I have to turn down my